Well, football season grows even closer as the Piedmont Wildcats had their first of two preseason scrimmages against Kingfisher tonight at Stout Field. Hi, I'm Ben Felder, news director of the Piedmont Citizen. Joining me is the Citizen's new sports editor, Ben Schuff. And Ben, we got a chance to see the Wildcats match up against someone other than themselves in an intra-squad scrimmage. No score was kept. If there was, Piedmont would probably be on the bottom side of the scoreboard a little bit, but a good test for them going up a pretty good Kingfisher squad. And first off, Ben, just your general thoughts watching Piedmont tonight.
Sure, yeah. Well, the first thing you noticed right away was Piedmont was undersized, and it was very noticeable.
Yeah.
Kingfisher had a number of pretty big linemen, both offensively and defensively. But aside from that, you watch the line of scrimmage, and I thought Piedmont did a pretty decent job of holding their own. The defensive line for Piedmont wasn't getting pushed way back, and vice versa. The defensive line for Kingfisher wasn't just all over the quarterback all night long, so that's obviously a plus for Piedmont. But there were a number of things to work on. Coach Church. Yeah, thank you, Coach Church. I'm still new here.
Yeah.
Coach Church mentioned the secondary. Mentioned the inexperience of youth back there. They've got time, obviously, but
yeah,
it's coming up here, and it's time to obviously fix those miscues that happened tonight. Offensively, Darius Burris moving to quarterback. That's obviously the biggest move on the offensive side of the ball. Burris looked decent, I thought. Room to work, but not bad for a scrimmage.
Yeah, and Coach has talked a lot about how this is a team that may run some Wildcat and some different packages, and we didn't really get to see a lot of that creative stuff tonight. Don't normally in a preseason scrimmage, but what were your thoughts about Burris and just how he handled himself with the ball and in the pocket and moving around back there?
I thought he looked okay. There was one play in particular that sticks out in my mind, that he looked to his left, there's nobody open, and then he shifted his feet, looked to the right side of the field, and he threw it. It was incomplete, but that's the kind of progression you'd want to see out of a quarterback, and not somebody who looks at the first receiver, okay, he's not open, and just takes off running.
Yeah, at first-year quarterback, checking your reads, it sounds easy, but it's not. And so you're right, seeing that kind of ability, I think, speaks a lot for his development over the summer. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we knew that the secondary would be a part of the game that would be really tested tonight against Kingfisher, and Kingfisher aired it out quite a bit. What did we see with this secondary on Piedmont's defense?
Well, like Coach Church said, there's work to be done. There was one play I remember. One of the receivers for Kingfisher just ran a fly route, right down the sideline, and the quarterback underthrew it pretty poorly. And there was maybe 2 or 3 different defensive backs for Piedmont, and none of them came up with the ball. Maybe it was just a weird play, and then you catch it. Maybe you could say it's inexperience, whatever, but there's definitely work to be done on the secondary.
Yeah, well, the season kicks off in 2 weeks. There'll be one more preseason scrimmage next week before they open up the season against Deer Creek. And this is a team, a lot of question marks still about this team, just like there was last year. But last year ended, as we know, in a 6-4 season and a playoff berth. Well, for the Piedmont Citizen, I'm Ben Felder, along with Ben Schuff. Continue to check with PiedmontDaily.com up until the season and throughout for more Wildcat football coverage. We'll see you again next week.